Welcome back to another exciting episode of Tango Romeo 87. We're kicking off the winter camping season here at a dispersed campsite high in the mountains of West Virginia. This is the Mower Basin dispersed camping area. There's campsites spread out over miles.
My mama would say, you gotta fight for what is right. To her I would say, I wanna give back the world some light. But it's an empty road, I feel so alone, I forgot what I'm fighting for. When the weight of the world keeps you up at night, when you're running with no end in sight, thought you would never find the light you lost inside, that you could find with Christ.
Got a little bit cold last night up here, about 29 degrees. There was a wind at some point, but the Wildfinder rooftop tent, I ended up with the back window completely open looking over the hillside here, and then another window cracked and then the top vent open because the diesel heater was blowing me out at 29 degrees. The oatmeal is a carryover from backpacking because it's easy to carry, quick and easy to clean up. But here with the rooftop tent, I get to throw in bacon. It's beautiful up here. This is, once again, this is the Mower Basin. There are some epic bike riding trails around here, bicycle trails and hiking trails. Probably check those out later. Well, let's get through breakfast and get camp organized and wait for my brother's arrival. Olaf's Odyssey, that's his YouTube channel. He does a lot of bike adventures, winter camping adventures. Done some cool stuff. I'll put a link below, check it out. Steeper than I thought it was. With my head stopped up, it was pretty tough, but it was pretty nice, and the downhill coming back was phenomenal. Happy birthday to you! Well, you made it.
I did.
How long did it take you?
A long time, man. Hell could float.
Let's go over here and check on Olaf. He's got a YouTube channel too, Olaf's Odyssey. I'll put a link below so you can check that out. And let's see how his setup's coming along. He told me that he is on his 60th night in this tent, which goes along with what I've said all along, because I'm frugal. If I'm frugal, he's a cheapskate. This tent, how much did you pay for this tent, bro?
I think that tent was about $70, tax and all, on Amazon.
You can buy an $800 tent and get wet. I've seen it on too many YouTube videos, the big Hilly brand tents just leaking like a sieve or condensating. You don't have problems with condensation in this tent.
Nope, let me tell you, I was in Iowa doing RAGBRAI this year, and a thunderstorm rolled in on the 5th night, and winds exceeded 50 miles an hour. The tent's designed for 30, and it never caved in, and I stayed dry.
Now
Absolutely.
we're not sure how to say it. It's close in nature, close in nature, close. Y'all know they make a lot of camping gear. I'd recommend that tent. Of course, you know I recommend my Underwood aggregator because it has stood up to snow piles on top of it. Looks like your camp's coming along.
Absolutely, we're almost set up, ready to kick back and relax.
I got to get something to eat, so I'm gonna break out some homemade freeze-dried food. If you watch my other videos, you know we have a freeze dryer. We bought it for our garden produce and stuff, and then Tracy figured, I can start making meals. So I've got some interesting things. I'll show you that here in a minute. We're gonna have the greatest meal. I hate cleaning up when I camp. I hate washing dishes and trying to figure out what to do with the water. And when Tracy figured out she could make meals, I was just as happy. So she freeze dries them, puts a oxygen absorber in there. You want that out before you eat your freeze-dried meals. And this is far cheaper than what you buy, like a Mountain House or something. As you can see, it's just freeze-dried crunches. So we just add some boiling water, let it sit 5 minutes, stir it. This is spicy Mexican ground beef, beans, like refried beans, rice, and I think there's some peppers and onions in it. So we'll just add some water. Just gonna whip up a couple burritos here and feed me some late lunch today. The cleanup will be a spoon. Look at that. A little bit of Taco Bell mild sauce. And there you have it. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna have an amazing meal. And you want to stick around and see that because it's the best thing that Tracy's ever freeze dried. So what do you know, guys? I'm out here in the middle of Monongahela National Forest, literally separated from just anything that resembles civilization. And my brother shows up with a birthday cake for my birthday. So if y'all were here, I'd share it with you. But we've got a guest, he's bike packing, and we're all gonna have birthday cake. So sorry about your luck. All right, guys, breakfast is wrapped up. I had bacon. I don't know if I mentioned this yet before, but I had bacon, and that's really cool. The pre-cooked food line bacon is like $3 something for 15 slices, and I'm enjoying it. Now, bro, Olaf over here from Olaf Odyssey, he's still eating his breakfast. He's having Johnny cakes, and you can see here, he's just still killing his breakfast. So we're getting through breakfast, and then we're going to get to where we do some exciting things today at some point. So here we are, hanging out with Olaf from Olaf's Odyssey again. That's what we've been doing for 3 days. We're gonna jump back here on 92, take us a short ride and look at 2 different places. Then we're gonna go up and find the bike trails at Mower Basin. So come on, we're going to a cool place I'll show you in a minute. Okay, one of my favorite stops when I'm up here in Randolph County, up on off 92, near the... When you YouTube with fellow YouTubers, you get, I don't know what they call that, man. They're like, you get YouTubed. But one of my favorite stops up here off Route 92 in Randolph County is Gardner Knob, the picnic area. Used to be camping. But this is just a beautiful area. So come with me and we're gonna take a journey into Gardner and let you take a look and see what it has. Well, I have been having one of the best times of my life camping with you this time. And this is a different part of the state for us. What do you think of this?
That is spectacular. I mean, what a landscape.
I mean, look at that one high point back there. I mean, that's like Spruce Knob High. It's you can't take it in.
You can't. I mean, this is something you expect to see out west, not in West Virginia.
But I mean, that is almost like surreal.
I mean, it just takes your breath away. I mean, how far can you see to those? I mean, that's 20, 30 miles.
A camera cannot take that picture.
No, you cannot capture that on a camera.
But Gardner in itself with these red spruce, is that not just the most enchanted walk?
It is, absolutely.
I'm glad you came. We're gonna hit it. Okay, in search of the trails, and I've marked this, and I'll share the GPS coordinates for this general area. But like the Junco Trail, which is one I want to ride on the bike, is another half a mile that way. There's campsites right here by it that are dispersed. But we passed another trailhead right up there. And then you've got a Mower Basin trailhead here. So the general area around here, I'll walk up here and we'll take a look at this sign. I'll be right back. This looks like a pretty technical trail through there. I mean, this is world-class hiking and biking trails. And not enough people come out here. Let's go see what this one up here is. Junco's the one I want to see. And I don't think I'm gonna have time to ride this trip. But let's go check this out. And one of the ways you can tell when you're on a good trail system is when they have a rack to hang your bike on. And they've got a hand pump right here. I guess it'll probably do Presta and Schrader. Yep, got the valves for both. Pretty nice setup. Got more trails up this way. Now here's the whole trail system. You got Bald Eagle there. Junco's the one I want to ride. Thrasher, which is tough. That's nothing but trails. Out this way is the Warbler Loop, the Thrasher Trail, and the Towhee Trail. Wow, I'm gonna bring the bike. These were grown in our own garden. Tracy freeze-dried these for me. First she canned them so you get that nice southern canned. So garden grown fresh green beans from our garden. What's next? Oh, let y'all see this. Tracy's homemade meatloaf, freeze-dried. And I've eaten this before. This tastes just like it did when Tracy took it out of the oven the night we ate it for dinner. And then how do you top a camp meal off without cooking? Stir them a little bit. And another thing fresh from our garden, cheesy mashed potatoes. These had cheddar cheese cooked into them. And man, look at that. The perfect meal that we're gonna sit here and eat at camp tonight. Tracy, thank you. This is the best. Mashed potatoes. Hey guys, it's our final night here at Mower Basin in Randolph County, West Virginia, up in the Monongahela National Forest. Said it before, but in case you missed it, 4,200 feet above sea level. And night one was icy and cold, the morning. And then last night was mild. We hung up with Scott, the bike packer, sitting around the fire and heard some incredible stories. We had an amazing trip. The temperatures have been fairly mild.
Yeah.
I'm good. We're just sitting around the campfire, kind of winding down. My mind's on our day today. I mean, that was just...
Today was phenomenal. You going out and showing me places around the forest that I've never been to before, and that just, what a perfect weekend.
I feel like a professional tour guide because I could take you to those places, and I haven't touched probably 1% of what can be seen in Monongahela.
You keep studying and I'll keep showing up.
And I'll just give you the GPS coordinates, and now that you figured that out, that makes it easy. We doggies woke up this morning to some absolute incredible winds. They've slowed a bit, and I found a little sheltered spot here, but the air is cold. You can feel the storms blowing in. Last night, a couple times, I actually felt the truck move a little. Whoa. Well, brother, I had this is probably our best camping trip yet.
I agree, man. It really seemed like it lasted a week. It really did. And we did so much stuff. I mean, we just didn't sit around. We got out, had some adventure yesterday. Going over to I never remember the name.
Godnear.
That walk through that forest was enchanting. It was just spectacular.
Well, and then we set off on an adventure to go find the bike trails.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a good ways from here, but it's all within that same area up here at Mower Basin. But man, there's some nice trails over there.
And you know, we didn't record any of that, but that little adventure probably took us an hour and a half, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. We just rode the old haul road. This is an old strip mine area, and gosh, that road is 20, 30 miles long. Who knows where it comes
Well, it was
out.
nice, smooth gravel for the most part until we got to the sign that said the trails. And it was a little brutal. When we got back in there, a guy had like a 30-foot camper back in there. And I'm like, I wouldn't take my camper in there.
No, but we did find the hiking and mountain bike trails. We definitely want to come back and explore those at some point. Maybe when it's less windy.
Well, while you were getting packed up, I don't know if you noticed, I went ahead and pulled a police action on the camp.
Whoa!
No, not that kind.
Oh.
The kind where you walk along and like the military.
Oh, policed up the area.
Picked up all the trash.
Good, because man, we wouldn't. We're old now. We wouldn't have anything that involves the police. That's for sure.
Especially not at the campsite. I'm gonna wrap up now.
All right.
Because the wind is literally about to blow my camera off that tripod.
Yep.
And I can't afford it.
Bro, I love you. I had the best time in the world. We got to do it again soon. And you be safe driving home.
You check in when you get there. Bye.